Google I/O surprised us with the first official look at the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro, but now we're getting a closer look thanks to an early prototype of the Pixel 7 showing up on auction site eBay. Yes, eBay. Thanks for watching 9to5 Google here on YouTube. Remember to thumbs up, hit subscribe and then tap the bell icon to be among the first to watch our upcoming videos. So it appears that someone has managed to come into possession of an early prototype of the Pixel 7, and well, somewhat idiotically, they decided to slap it on one of the world's biggest reselling sites. For those unaware, an eBay listing popped up online for someone selling what is claimed to be a prototype of the Pixel 7. The original listing did not last very long though, as it has since been taken down for obvious reasons, but from what was shared, this looks very much like the real deal. While Google's reveal showcased the colour options, this prototype device that was put up for sale was almost fully showcased in its black obsidian model. You can also see, or at least get an indication of just how that glossy glass back on this device will look in the flesh. And there's also that new metal camera bar that Google had already shown off at Google I/O, or at least that developer conference. It's certainly a lot more reflective than the official renders were actually able to show during that developer keynote reveal, but the metal camera bar has a slight metallic look rather than a traditional matte aluminium one. Personally, I've got to say I'm not so sure on this colour option so far, but this is a prototype after all, so retail versions may end up looking a little bit different when they're released later this year. For those wondering why this is a prototype and not a retail device, well, the handset comes with a logo that's consistent but updated from past Google prototypes that have leaked online. The G logo is changed or altered to try and differentiate, maybe as a way to obscure it for people who would have an eagle eye and spot this in public. Obviously, Google has already shown off the design of the Pixel 7 officially, which means that this eBay listing doesn't really tell us all too much or give any extra flavour, though it does confirm that the Pixel 7 looks like it'll lose those matte black frame, or at least the matte black frame of the Pixel 6, which we did love, in exchange for a textured metal frame that looks sort of sandblasted, or at least it does in these images. That is a real shame from a design perspective, but it could be to help truly separate the Pixel 6 and the Pixel 7 with their iterative designs, and also it will help those stand out in terms of design identity while retaining much of that same core footprint. We can also see from this image the millimeter wave antenna window that was previously, or at least previously appeared in CAD leaks. This is also much smaller than the Pixel 6 Pro specifically, which currently has a large band at the top to accommodate that millimeter wave connectivity. Somewhat hilariously though, the person who was attempting to sell this device, or at least sell this Pixel 7 on eBay, has also inadvertently given us a glimpse of the Pixel 7 Pro via a reflection of that glossy back glass on this device, with its distinctive camera bar taking the pictures of this phone. There are only 2 camera holes as well on this device, which means there's going to be no room for a periscope zoom lens, as we've noted in previous renders. That means it's probably not coming to the smaller model, at least this time. We're hoping it will come in a future model. We'll get some sort of feature parity with the cameras. Overall though, there is not much we can glean from this, but it appears that this person was able to get both models somehow. Let's hope that neither phone was left in a bar or a restaurant yet again, like the Pixel Watch though. The original eBay listing also went on to mention that this phone was already running Android 13 and Pixel apps in the development stage, but the images only give us a very brief look at the home screen with what looks like a marginally more boxy panel. It's also hard to tell from the angle at which the photos have been taken, but it looks like the chin and bezels have been shrunk ever so slightly. Things do look a little bit more uniform, but there's certainly a chin and maybe a little bit of a forehead there. Obviously, with this running an early version of Android 13, it's probably going to be very similar to what is available in beta right now, so we wouldn't expect too much going on here that is majorly different from what you can run on your eligible Pixel phone right now. The only other tidbit from this leak is a really quick look at the storage, and we can see that this Pixel 7 will have 128GB of available storage capacity, as was the prediction ahead of time. This is likely a base model, and so we could see some other larger options such as 256GB, and maybe we'll see 512GB, but it is worth noting that the Pixel 6 is not available in that storage configuration, so it's not exactly clear at this stage. As we mentioned though, the listing has since been pulled, likely as Google now knows the location of this unreleased device, or at least this device duo, so we're not expecting much more from this particular source. That is a shame though, as they clearly have both devices on hand, and we would have liked to learn a little bit more, especially about that Pro tier Pixel 7. Google has already confirmed that the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro will be releasing later this fall, and we are expecting to learn a little bit more over the coming months. The Pixel 7 specs will include the second generation Tensor processor. This updated design of the device as well will come in Obsidian, the colour that we're seeing on screen here, as well as sold in lemongrass and snow, and we're expecting pricing to be around the same entry points as last year with the Pixel 6 series, so somewhere around that $600 mark. Overall though, that is our first real life glimpse at the Pixel 7, or at least a Pixel 7 series device, and it hasn't really told us anything that we already didn't know. But what we want to know is, what do you think of this brief glimpse at a prototype Pixel 7? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let us know down in the comment sections below. But until next time, hope you enjoyed this video. This is Damien with 9to5 Google saying thanks for watching, and I will speak to you later.